All right, let's quickly do some back testing. Let's see what happened uh, uh, last week, or let me say this week, market. What took place in the market? What happened in the market this week? And that's just all we will be doing today. So quickly, I'm going to go to. I will start from uh, my currency PS. Right. I just want to understand what happened in the market so that we can be able to look into what likely might happen in the future. So now I'm starting with AUDCAD, right? AUDCAD. Now, this is AUDCAD from the 4 hours time frame. Okay, let me take it back to D1 time frame. Now on the D1 time frame, right, this is what's actually currently on the D1 time frame. So I prefer to start my analysis from 4-1 just to use, I use D1 to get the perspective of the direction I'm moving. So let me count the levels on 4 hours, right? This is exactly what I'm saying, right? We still talk about what happened last week. So this is my first level right here, right? And hold on, sorry. And this is my second level right here, right? And I expect this market to give us one more drop, right? At least to a certain extent before it starts to buy, right? And having known this, having understand this, so let us look at what actually happened last week or this just concluded week in the market. Now you have to understand that this is 4 hours time frame, and the period separator, that is the dotted line right here. The distance between the period separators, right, on 4 hours is 1 week. So everything that happened between here and here is 1 week market. So this exactly was what happened this week. Now, I want you to remember something, right, which I pointed out in our last uh, 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 class, and then I told you about it sometimes ago. I told you about the high of the week and the low of the week. And I told you something about high of the week. Once market fix its high of the week, market most likely reverse from there, right? And this in this scenario, in this situation, or in every situation of high of the week and low of the week, most of the time, right, it happens around the 50 MR, right? Now let us look at what happened this previous week, right? Let me zoom my marketing. Now, this is H4. Now, this is the beginning of the new week, right? And market exactly gave us what? Now, look at it very well. Market exactly came to where the 50 MR closes around the high of the closes right here, right? And when it was opening the following week, it was where around the high, gave us the high of the week for the new week. Why? Because it's around 50 MR, right? And most likely, market actually give us the high of the week around the 50 MR. Now look at what happened. Market immediately gave us the high of the week. So technically, once you see that, right, you should know that market has a probability to fall almost throughout the week or for a very good number of days after it has given us this and it has subjected around the 50 MR, right? So let us see what we can do to pick this trade, right? We've already confirmed that it's a sell market from our levels. This is just level 2, right? So what I will do, right, from the body of candle entry is that either I pick it from here because this is like initial high of the week for this particular week, right? And then this is another one. So I could actually pick it from here and say I want to draw my line right there because technically I would have, because I would have picked a particular entry around here technically. So I've drawn my line. So let me delete this box because we are done counting our levels. It is important to count your levels before you decide the market direction, right? So now I've deleted the box. I've done my line, right, on 4 hours. So I go to 1 hour to check this line out, this particular line out, all right? I go to 1 hour to check this particular line out. So on 1 hour, right, I have this, right? This is the beginning of the week, right? Now on 1 hour, after dropping my line for 4 hours right here, right, I still have about 2 candles, right, coming out. So what I do is I drop my line on the body of these 2 candles, right? Let me zoom out so we can get it right. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is it right here. So I draw my line on the body of these two candles, right? Right, and all I will be expecting is market reversing back into that region for me to pick my trade. So you see that I set my buy limit, my sell limit in this scenario on this particular line or on this particular line. Now, what in case you missed, in fact, you are actually supposed to miss it, right? So why do I know that this market is going to sell? Number one, it's actually already in a new week, it formed high of the week on 4 hours. The moment market opened on 4 hours, it formed high of the week. Can you see? It formed the high of the week right there for the new week. So I knew the market was actually going to sell. But literally, this market was going to sell. It has actually shown us that it's going to sell from the previous week when it gave us the initial high of the week. And all it did was to come back and retest that high of the week. So that was the reason why I picked my entry line right from here. So I will go to 15 minutes because I've done it on 1 hour and go check what is happening on 15 minutes, right? And look at this right here. On 15 minutes, this was line I drew. This was where I drew the line for 4 hours. Let me show you. Look at it. Look at the line on 4 hours when I drew the line on 4 hours, right? So you could have actually picked your first entry. That's like 2 weeks ago, because we are just talking about the concluded week. So I drew my line here, right? Probably you missed this entry. Now market came back into that point. Can you see? So market will have actually activated my sell limit, right? Exactly here. And then market sold for how many pips? Let's check. How many pips did market sold for from our sell limit line? So market sold for 161 pips to the low, right? And look at what happened just again, right? Look at what happened just again. Now, markets again on Thursday and Friday move back to where I-50 on H4, right? So what I'm expecting again is a sell, right? And probably I'll be looking forward to taking my profit right here at this low right here. But I will be expecting a sell, market to sell down here. But now this is it. I'm just going to go to sell because I've technically missed this entry right here. This is an I-50 trade, and I've missed this entry right here. So what I am proposing for market to do is the market should come back in the new week and give us our high before it starts to sell, right? Give us our high in the new week. Now, you might be saying that why is there a great distance between here and here? The reason being that when market opens for the new week, it's going to drop back, right? It's going to close it up, right? If you see the gap between here and here, it's quite bigger from the gap between here and here. Market is going to close it up, and then we have our new week. So I'm expecting market to pull back again before it moves down. So one market pull back, I will just all I need to do right now is to draw my line right here. So right, I need to draw my line right here, right, on the body of the candle, right? And let me go check 1 hour. Let's see what we have on 1 hour. Okay, not bad on 1 hour. Look at it. Can you see how it's cleared all this one? Now let's check 15 minutes. Probably I can still okay. Now I can still drop my line on 15 minutes right here because of this candle. And with this, I can pick my entry on 5-minute time frame, right? I can pick my entry on 5-minute time frame. So I will either be setting sell limit right here or right here, right? So market we pull back into this. I'm expecting, right? Market can start selling from here and start selling, and then give us our I-50 in the new week. But then, hopefully, I'm expecting market to reverse back into this region. Give us a new high of the week for the week before it starts to sell. All right, now let's look into another market entirely, right? I don't know, right? I don't trade this market. Oh, okay, I think this is the market I missed the entry, right? So let me show you what happened in this market. Now, the previous week, which is a week ago, market did something very amazing, right? I missed this entry because I was, the previous week, before this week we just concluded, I was on some particular trade, so I couldn't pick this entry, so that it won't be as if I'm over leveraging my account because I was well into those trades on gold and on, what was it called? On some other pairs, I can't remember right now. So Now I couldn't enter, but here was what market did, right? And look at what happened all through the week. Now market formed high of the week around for the previous week, right? Not this just concluded. This is for the just concluded week. From high of the week. When I say high of the week, the highest point in the week, right, around the 50 EMA. Can you see? Around 50 EMA. And if you can see, my line is still right there. And all I did was I just dropped my line there because I noticed that market actually didn't move for that week, right? And market was just consolidating around the 50 EMA. So what I was expecting was it was definitely a sell market. Let me show you the levels. And you see that, oh, okay, this market is actually a sell market. Now look at the levels. Sorry, hold on. Now from what you see right here, let me try and sketch it out. This is my peak high, right? And this is my first level. Can you see? So what market did was just to sell, right? It was definitely going to sell because of the levels, right? It has high chances. Don't let me say definitely, because market can be very funny. You might be expecting it to sell and then it's consolidate forever, right? So what I'm trying to say is this, all right? Market, sorry, trying to see if I can. Okay, good. I think I found that. So now what happened to this market was it's from high of the week in the previous week, right? Not just this concluded week, like the week before that, this concluded week. And all I did was to draw a line right here. And let's look at what happened. Now the line is like the highest point of the week, and then the close of my candle, or two opposing candles, which was actually this point. Okay, right, yeah, right. Yeah. So what I did was I went to 1 hour. You see something? Just watch. So look at this. Look at this on 1 hour. Now look at your entries on 1 hour. From this particular point, market moved back, right? And then was exactly where I saw my entries, right? And I couldn't pick it. And then on Friday, I saw another entry, which is M formation, like the safe entry for BTMN. And I could have entered, but I couldn't enter because of my account. You just have to stick with rules. And because all this thing happened between Wednesday and Friday, the market didn't move. I was expecting the market to fall the next week. And look at what I was actually not expecting it to fall this massively. But look at how market fell massive, right? Very, very big, right? Market fell like big time, right? Over 295 pips down. So let's check another market. I'm checking AUDJPY right now, and let's see what happened. We'll take it from 4 hours time. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can do this. Thank you. Okay, AUDJPY, right? Now I will be doing my market projection very soon, right? And then I will still drop this video, the video for the market projection, so we can look into it together. So now look at this again, almost the same thing that happened on AUDCHF, right? Happened on AUDJPY. Look at this high of the week right here. This is the highest point of the week, around 50 MA. Can you see? Highest point of the week, right? So this is where I would draw my line, because this is where I was seeing my line for this particular two candles, right? Two opposite candles, right? I would have drawn my line right there, right? When I say line, I hope you understand. Line, we are considering the body of candle entry. That's why I've been talking about line, right? This yes, also saved entry. So I'll come to H1 and check if that line, if it's okay, good. So on H1, it is telling me that, guy, this line you drew, okay, I think it should be around here, right? This line you drew, you have to, H1 can be broke through that line, and then all I needed to do was to draw another line on the peak, on the I region of H1, and look at what happened. All markets that week passes through that line. Can you see? Bounce back, bounce back, bounce back. And before it started moving, let's go check our entry on M15. Now, if you The previous week, market didn't move, but it was consolidating around its high. So what do we expect for the next week? It didn't move on Friday, it entered Friday, it didn't move. And the following week, what I will be expecting is that market should pull. Market should move away from that high. The high it already set the previous week. Market should move away from it. But luckily for people that pick those kind of trade, market moved massively, right, for the week, right? Market sold massively for the week. Now let's go and check our possible entries. Can you see? Can you see our entries? So if we set our sell limit, market would have actually activated it. It would have activated it again on Friday before it started moving. So I'm going to another pair. It is another pair. Now let's look good. I think we have, okay, good. Yeah, this particular one, just like I've explained, right? Sorry. Okay, this particular one, something amazing happened on this particular one. So let us take it all together, right? Market initially in the previous week, market was pulling down, can you see? And gave a low, right? And then pulled back up. And look at this highest point of the week around where 50 MA. So literally, I would have actually first drawn my line around this particular point because this was the first point it started its rejection, right? I will draw my line right there. So I'm sure we draw another line because I believe H1 should beat this line and give me candle bodies above that line. So I will go check on H1 where the last point I tricked my line. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, now look at it. This is it, right? Let's check on H1 very well. You see what I said, that it's definitely going to beat my line. So I will drop it right here on H1 as well. So I can pick my entry later on. You see that? Okay, good. Now look at this and line. Look, these are my possible entries, right? Because market went back and activated it, and this was the high of the week for the new week. And look at it. After it gave us the high of the week, market started selling, right? And it sold, and it sold, right? So let's check our possible entry on 15 minutes, and then we see how good market has been. Look at this. Look at this. Market move, 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 move. It will have activated it. And I don't think this should affect any of the stop loss, right? And the market moved your way. Now, another particular pair is AUDJPY. I'm not going to talk about it if it does not give us a good. I think it gave us a good. Again, the same scenario. The same scenario, right? The same scenario, look at this on H4, right? The same scenario. Like that's the reason why we all need to understand this eye of the week stuff and how it's, look at this. Market came down, came back to where eye of the week opened the week on high around 50 MA. That's actually how I know my eye of the week. In most cases, it's always around 50 MA. Now look at this one. This is the eye of the week, where around 50 MA. The distance between here and here is a week. And look at the highest point in the week. Now look at this. The distance between here and here is a week. Look at the highest point in the week. Now the distance between here and here is a week. Look at the highest point of the week. This is exactly what the distance between here and here is a week. Look at the highest point of the week. Around 50 MA. It's always going to go back around 50 MA. Look at this. The distance between year and year is a week. Look at this, the lowest point of the week. So you need to, this thing works like magic. So now look at this, market moved, came back down, right? Market should have started moving from here, right? And sell into the new week before it give us, but market didn't do that. Market was consolidating. So this would have been the first point I would have drawn my line right here when market came. Yeah, exactly that particular point. Let me see. Okay, good. I think it's good. Oh, I need to drag it a little bit down. All right. Yeah. So look at this. And market came consolidated, price action, came back here, right? Right? Came back here. Now let's go check. Came back here. Look at its eye of the week. Look at where it opened on high. And it dropped from there. So let's check 1 hour time frame and see what happened on 1 hour time frame. Look at this. Chicken place. Sweet. Right? I could have drawn another line here because it beats, H1 candle beats it all, but you know, like I said, your sell limit should be on both, right? So in case it won't activate one, it will activate the other. And look at this, right? Market activated is right here, right? And then for the middle of the week, it's sold. I don't know if you're getting me, but I'm pretty sure I'm passing a specific message this month. Now let's look at CAP CHF. These guys acting almost the same. Okay, now, oh, okay, this is this flow. This particular, I don't know what happened to CHFPS. It kept selling. They sold throughout yesterday, which was Friday, NFP day. Sold throughout yesterday. I was actually expecting them to reverse at this junction right here, right? At this junction, they broke through. My analysis was left void, right? At the minute I entered this market, I couldn't even enter the market because I was on other trade. At the minute I entered this market, I would have hit stop loss, would have taken me out, right? Because market actually didn't reverse right there. So I won't speak about this because I prefer, okay, I wouldn't speak about this. I prefer to talk about high of the week for now, but then let me explain what happened right here. Technically, it was on a peak low, right, on D1. I believe it was on a peak low on D1. On market says it is not a peak low. Like, let's look at our level. So this is a peak formation one. Initially, I was counting my level like this. This is a peak formation I right here initially, and this is my level one, and this is my level two. Then market showed me from these breakpoints, and this should be my peak low. Like, no, I was wrong with my levels. Now, this is how I would have counted my level again. And this is my level one right here. This all is my level one right here, right? And this right here is my level two. So I'll presently be expecting a peak low right there. So that is exactly what would happen. So I'm expecting a peak low. Market should probably drop a little bit down more, then give us a peak low, double this structure before it starts to buy. So that is where we got it all wrong. Because at times market might deceive us into believing this thing has happened, it has completed the cycle, and until it gives us a perfect structure before we know, okay, market was actually just messing with us, right? So let's check other pairs. So I'm just taking it one after the other, right? So okay, this one right here is more of a peak. Wait, let me check. Let me go back to 4 hours, right? So I believe this is a peak reset trade, right? At level one, level two, peak low, market move around 200 MR to give us a peak reset, right? And market wants to keep going down, right? Market will keep going down. So in case you don't know, market should have rejected around here, but because the peak low is very close to the peak reset region, market pulled up and gave us a peak reset right there, right? And if we go and check it well, let me see if we can. We say our high of the week right here. Look at it. This is our high of the week. So how would I have picked this entry if I saw it? I would have drawn, because this region is my eye, first eye. So I will have first drawn my candle there, right? So I will go to 1 hour to check. So let me delete this. Sorry. Let me delete this box first. Okay, good. I've gotten it. So now let's go to 1 hour, and yeah, this was where we drew our candle, right? So look at 1 hour candle, beat it up. So I would draw another line right there. So now this would have been my 2 possible entries, and then look how what happened. Market beat it a little and drop back. I would have kept my trade because it was more of. Can you see the M structure? Can you see of a sell market? So I would have kept my trade because if I picked it, my stop loss, it don't really move against me. Maybe 10 pips again, 13 pips. Let me check for 11 pips against me. So it's still cool, right? So look at it, market move just our way, right from there, from peak formation high on, I think Monday. Was it Monday? No, it was not Monday. Yeah. Okay, yeah. From the peak region right here on Monday, my trade could have activated right here and also right here if I left the two sell limits, right? And market sold from Wednesday, Thursday, and then on Friday. Let's check another pair. No, I'm not going to check this pair because I don't trade it. Right. Okay, CHFJPY, right? So probably this will be the last pair I'll be checking, right? And then you can just use that and move with that format. Now let's look for the eye, also eye of the week, right? Let's look for eye of the week. Let me delete this butterfly. Hold on. So this scenario, it is no longer eye of the week, it is low of the week in this particular scenario, right? So let us look at it. Now, low of the week started right here, right? My low of the week started right here. So what I would have done is to draw my low right here, the candle right there, right? I would have done my candle right there. And then I'll go to 1 hour to check what happened on 1 hour. So here it is on 1 hour. Yeah, very good, right? So unfortunately, honestly speaking, probably I would have missed this entry. But there's another way I could have done it, right? I wouldn't miss this entry. I would have missed this particular one because market didn't come back here. So this should have been what I could have done, right? I will come back here because at this particular point, right, market started moving up, right? And market came back to 50 MA right here. So I would have used the 50 MA idea to draw a line here, right? Another line here, 50 MA idea, right? To draw another line here. And to look for another possible entry, right? Because I felt the distance between here and here is already much. So I will be looking for another possible entry, right? Look at this. So I will draw another line right here. This 1 hour. I'll be drawing another line right there. So I'll go to M15 to check for a possible entry. Can you see? So it could have activated my order and then stop wanted about how many pips? About 27 pips. Wow, it's a bit wide, right? Probably it could have stop wanted. It's my stop loss about 25 pips, but I could have picked it back when markets returned into this line. I could have picked it back because it looks more like a very good W, very good intraday W. If I could check, hold on. Oh, sorry. Save my templates. Okay. Okay. So sorry about that. So let me change my template and show you. What if I change my template? Let's see what happened right there. Look at this, a very good intraday what trade. Right, let me use my tools to draw. Look at this. Market back and gave it W before it started moving. Can you see? This is like intraday whatever. And when market came back inside that line, I would have picked my trade and I would be happy. All right, so that will be all for now. That will be all I'll be sharing for now. So we'll be looking into market projections very soon, and I will share you